My dear students, class 10, welcome to our channel Mind Mapping. Let's recall, we discussed a pair of linear equations and their representation in a graphical method. So we discussed the graphical methods of representation of a pair of linear equations to find out their solutions. So we just discussed the two straight lines may intersect, may be intersecting, having a unique solution, may be parallel, no solution, may be coincident, infinitely many solutions. We have already discussed in our previous class. But note it, please remember, graphical method is not the convenient method to find out the solutions of a pair of linear equations. Why? Because we cannot exactly point out the point in the plane that is called non-integral integers like root 3, root 7, root 5. So the graphical method is not the convenient method. So we have to follow the other methods that we call algebraic methods. So for that purpose, the topic is taken here from your textbook, a pair of linear equations in two variables, algebraic methods of solutions. There are three. Usually we follow three methods. One is substitution method. The second one is elimination method, and the third one is cross multiplication method. But as per your syllabus, cross multiplication method has been deleted. So let's discuss the two methods. Here we have displayed substitution method and elimination method. How to find out the solutions of a pair of linear equations in two variables. So for better understanding, for better clarification, we have displayed a problem that we have taken from your textbook. And please remember, this question was set in previous year exams. So let me read the question. 5 years ago, father's age was 3 times of his son. Then 10 years later, father's age will be twice of his son, twice his son. Find the age of father and son. So whenever you read this type of word problem, you please find out the key points. That is called the key point of the question. That is called the focus point of the question. Here we see 5 years ago. This is very important. But in this problem, we have to find out the unknown. What we have to find out? So we have to take the variables. So now find the age of father and son. So we have taken let father's present age. Present age means now. Let be x years. Similarly, son's present age be y. So x and y are two variables. So let us put x and y satisfying the terms and conditions given here to form or to develop a pair of linear equations. This is very important. Whenever your equation is correctly framed, when a pair of linear equation is correctly framed, then there will be no problem to proceed on, to solve or to find out the solution. Now you see, present age is x 5 years ago. So the father's age will be x minus 5 years. Similarly, the son's age will also decrease by 5 years. So it will be y by 5. So this is important. So 5 years ago that we have outlined here, that is the key point of the question. Okay. Then actually we got two, father's age and the son's age. The age of the father, the age of father and the age of son. Now let us compare. And father's age is equal to 3 times of his son. Now equal to means the equation is found. So we have mentioned here x minus 5. So here we have mentioned here x minus 5. The second point you see 3 times of his son. Now LHS is equal to RHS. So equation is now found. So we can, that implies x minus 5, 3y minus 15 multiplying 3. And from that implies x minus 3y. So by transposition, we get x minus 3y equal to minus 10. That is equation number 1. Okay. From the statement, that is called conversion of word statement to the algebraic expression. That is called conversion. This is very important. So we got the equation number 1. Okay. Then let us find the second term. Second equation. 10 years later. So here is a confusion. 10 years later means hence, but from now. So the present age is x. After 10 years, father will increase by 10 years. So it will be x plus 10. And the son will also, the age of son will also rise or increase by 10. That will be y plus 10. So what's the relationship? Let's read the question. Then they will be equal to twice of his son. The father's age will be equal to twice of his son. This is very important. Now equality sign is here. So x plus 10 is after 10 years, the father says, will be equal to twice of his son, you see. That implies x plus 10 is 2y plus 20 multiplying 2, or eliminating the brackets. Now x minus, by transposition, x minus 2y is equal to 10 is equal to 10, equation number 2. Now we got two equations. In these equations you look are in two variables and their degree or exponent is 1. So they are two linear equations, that is called a pair of linear equations. Now the word problem or the word statement is converted into a pair of linear equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now let's find out the solution by two methods, substitution method and elimination method. It is substitution. To substitute the value of one variable in terms of the other in other place. So let's discuss. So now we look at x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. This is our equation number 1. Okay. So that implies x is equal to 3y. So by transposition, 3y is plus 3y minus 10. Now we got the value of x in terms of the value that is y. So y is in expression, we got the value of x in terms of the other variable that is y. Now we got the clue. So let's put this value of x in the second equation. So putting the value of x in equation number 2. What's equation number 2? This is our x minus 2y equal to 10. Now in place of x, substitute the value in terms of y. That is called substitution. So x is replaced by this. So putting this, so we get 3y minus 10 minus 2y. That implies you see 3y minus 2y y. So y is equal to 10 plus 10 20. So we got actually y. So y is taken actually Sean says actually we got here 20 years. Now putting the value of y in the equation number 2. In the equation number 2. Here the equation number 2, x minus 2y equal to 10. Put the value. So we got the value of y is 20. Now we can write x minus 2 into 20. For your understanding, I have actually kept in bracket 2 multiplied 20, 40. Okay. So x minus, that implies x minus 40 equal to 10. X is equal to 50 by transposition. So now father says it's 50. So we got the age of the son, present age of the son and father. Now actually we put the value of x in equation number 2. So let's put the value in equation number 1. Of course, this is not necessary. Still then, let us actually compare whether our result is correct or not. Okay. So putting the value y in the equation number 1, that is equation number 1, x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. Okay, you see. Now x minus 3 into 20, because the value of y is 20 that we have derived here. So it is minus 10. That implies x minus 60 is equal to minus 10. Implies, so by transposition or changing the position, so x is equal to 60 minus 10, 50. Now we got 50 and I here got over 50. So this is called substitution, means let's find out the value of x in terms of y or y in terms of x. Put the value in the second equation, substituting or replacing one variable so that the expression will be in terms of one variable, so that it will be easy to find out the value of one variable. Whenever the value of one variable is derived, so you can easily get the value of the second variable. So this is all about the substitution method. So it has been in your curriculum, and you may solve by this process. So let's discuss another simple process, that is called elimination. Elimination means complete removal. But substitution means replacing one and placing another. But here elimination means the word indicates. So one variable is to be removed. How can we remove? So it can be removed when they are coefficient. Because in polynomial we have discussed. So here x. So x is a polynomial, and you see it's coefficient is 1 and degree is 1. But when the variables having the same coefficient, now the two terms can be subtracted or can be eliminated easily. Now we find x minus 3y is minus 10, equation number 1. From that, we have already presented here equation number 1 and equation number 2. Write accordingly. Now, if we subtract this equation from this, so we have to change the sign, because x is to be subtracted, this x is to be subtracted from x. So x minus x, and minus 2y is to be subtracted from 3y. So minus into minus plus, and 10 is to be subtracted. 10 is to be subtracted from minus 10. So minus 10 minus. So you have to change the sign. Now, so plus x minus x cancel, the result is 0. So we got actually minus 3 plus 2y. Here you see the symbol is minus in both the cases. Now, as per rule, the subtracting, the result will be minus, because here the term is, the coefficient is greater than this. So it is minus y, because minus 3 is greater than minus 3 and minus 2. Okay. Of course, minus 2 is greater than minus 2, but in subtraction, you see, here is plus 2. Here is plus 2, minus 3. Here minus 3 and plus 2. Result is minus 1. Because this is greater. This symbol, the 3 is greater and minus symbol. So you have to write minus y. Minus y is equal to minus minus. So when same signs are added, and actually the numbers added with same sign, so sign remains on there. So minus 10, minus 10, so minus 20. That you have learned in class 4 or class 5. That is called addition and subtraction of integers. So minus y is equal to minus 20. Both sides delete. Minus symbol, so y is 20. So here we got y20, and here also we got y20. Then putting the value of y in equation number 1. Here write the equation number 1. So x minus 3y equal minus 10. That's equation number 1. Put the value x minus 3 into 20. 20 is the value of y. okay, is equal to minus 10. That implies x minus 60 is equal to minus 10 and x is equal to, by transposition, 60 is carried out to RHS, this is plus. So x is equal to 60 minus 10 to 50. Now, as per our question, we got father says x, that is 50 years, and son says y, 20 years. Now, in two methods, in substitution method, we got 50 and 20, and by elimination method, we also got 50 and 20. Let's check whether our answer is correct in both the cases. So, checking process. Now you see x minus 3y to minus 10, this is our equation number 1. Okay. So, now you see x is 50, we have already read, minus 3, and y is 20. So, 50 minus 60 to minus 10. You see the equation. Here is the equation. X minus 3y to minus 10. So, we got minus 10. So, let's just draw this proof correct. Now, so example, in equation number 2, let us put x minus 2y equal 10. So, equation number 2, you see x minus 2y equal 10. And this is equation number 1. Okay. So, x is 50 that we have derived. And minus 2 into y 20. So, for your better understanding, please keep it in the bracket so that it will be easy. So, after that, you eliminate the bracket. 50 minus 40, 10. You see x minus 2 is 10. So, let's just show RHS proved. So, we discussed the algebraic methods of solutions. Usually, two methods have been prescribed for your examination and have been detailed or described and explained in your textbook. One is substitution method, another is elimination method. In substitution method, the value of one variable is replaced or is placed replacing the other variable in the second equation, so that the second equation becomes an expression of a similar variable, same variable, so that you can easily get the value of one variable. And putting the value of one variable in any equation, either in equation number 1 or equation number 2, you can get the value of the other variable. That is called substitution. In elimination, you try to make the coefficient. Suppose you have to eliminate y. Here it is easy because actually it is equal. Your coefficient is 1, coefficient is 1. But here 3 and 2. So we can make actually equal taking the LCM. Now 3 to LCM 6. So we can make it 6. Multiplying 2, that will be 2x, 6x, then it will be 20. Then multiply 3, that 3x, and it will be 6y, and it will be 30. So we can eliminate y whenever the coefficients are equal. So equaling the coefficient, we have to follow the LCM. We have to take the LCM and we have to make the coefficients equal. Then it will be easy to eliminate one variable. Okay. So that we can find out the value of other variable. Hope you have understood the substitution method and elimination method. Both are useful and both are helpful, but elimination method appears to be very simple than the substitution method. So as per your question, you please develop, or you please frame, or please translate the word problem or the word situation or the word statements into means equation form, in the form of equation. This is very important. Once a pair of equations is correctly formed, then there will be no problem to go ahead or to find out the solution, either following substitution method or elimination method, as the case may be, which may be suitable to you, or as per the direction of the question, as per the demand of the question paper. Thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned to watch our next videos, so in which we shall discuss some questions, some tricky questions that have been set in the previous exam, And we shall also present some novel questions or new questions that are likely to be set in the examinations. Thank you all for watching. If you want, if you like, you may subscribe to our channel, that is at the rate NNMP2024. Thank you all for watching, and we solicit your considered opinion, your suggestions, and your valuable remarks for improvement or correction, for innovation or changes or modification in our program, in our presentations. Thank you all.